Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, just to get back into the shop after a few days of doing not much other than the taking care of the rock polishing and trying to do a little bit of cleanup. I'm going to work on this piece of jasper that Ma had sent me last summer. I had to slab it up, and some of the pieces kind of fell apart. And this was one of the pieces that I have. So you can kind of see what shape this might become. But she had self-collected this from Stony Creek. So it is semi-local to her area there around the Pittsburgh, California area. We'll just get to it and probably just break it into some of the different segments here and maybe make a short video out of it. Sometimes on smaller pieces like this, I kind of decide which way is the top and the back, based off of the edges here. This one has a naturally angled edge over here, so I would have to grind more off of it if I would make this the top versus this the top. So maybe I'll just go that way. That I wanted to get the shape that I want. Shape is getting there. Hopefully I don't run into too much trouble up here getting at how much of a angle that I have. It might also depend on how it is finished. It's never made into jewelry. I'll get back on it, getting the edges there, the small edge. I'm just going to start doing the delving on the 220 textured wheel as opposed to staying over on the 80. Just kind of take my time with it. found, at least for me, I've watched a lot of different techniques from Lapidary Dave and others on how to form the dome and the girdle. But I've kind of gone through different methods for myself, but I found, at least for me, I always had trouble when I was going around corners if I was just doing it all at once. So I've started just kind of doing the ends or the corners, getting the height of setting the height of the girdle that I like on the corners, and then kind of working the edges into those, and I don't have as much problems as I'm going along. So that one's kind of obvious there. And then try to judge on each of the other corners about the same level of the girdle. I sometimes do go over and do a marking with the aluminum pencil and have a girdle, but decided this time not to do it that way. Same now. Work on each of the edges until I get down and I meet the girdle level on the corner. Pretty close on that one. I'll kind of fine tune it as I get onto the other 220 smooth wheel. Pumping off of there, but with these 220 wheels, I try to run them with a little bit more water than I do the others. Still a little thick, or wide if you want to the dimension. And at the same time, to kind of get the girdle started, I'll just start to slightly roll it Well, at least for me, kind of working on at least on these, working on the high side of the wheel, you kind of get a natural part of the wheel below it is naturally deeper than the edge I'm working on, and so it helps to start forming kind of that angle for the dome. I also try to get my eyes so I'm looking at as close to directly over top as possible so I can see. So my line of sight is actually even further over the top than the camera. So the camera is out of my way. Because of the way that the textured wheels can form a crosshatch pattern, I try not to hit the very top on a cab, especially one that may have a little bit of a shallower dome, just because it's harder to get that crosshatch pattern out. Really a flatter surface. What I kind of want to do is show you how I kind of did the girdle and dome initial forming. You can see it's not completely even yet, but we'll work on that as I go. We'll continue on to the old 220 wheel. Show you a little bit here, then I'll bring you back a little further in the process, so we don't make this video too long here. So I'm going to start off with smoothing the edge to get the textured marks out from the girdle. with more and more, I'm at least I try to take a little bit of the edge off the bottom, both for setting and just for general feel. We'll work the girdle lines here just a little bit more. And to help out with that, I just kind of go to try to blend in. As I go through here, I'll also kind of work the corners a little bit separate from a few of the other parts of it. Here at the end of the, or after doing the 280 soft wheel, and I thought I'd show just kind of the time that I normally take a good look to make sure that I've taken care of all of the grind marks from the hard wheels, and I kind of went back through and purposely hit the old 220 again to kind of make it obvious what one of those would look like. And so what I'll do before I go on to the 600 wheel is I'll go back and re-clean that up, but I kind of wanted to show you what something would look like if you missed. And normally it's small little areas, like you may miss something right around the girdle transition or kind of in the middle of a girdle, or the top here. There's a few spots that kind of fool me, at least initially, although I can kind of see some still there, is the sometimes with the chalcedony in these jasper pieces, kind of that little waxy look, and make it look like there's still a scratch in there, but when there isn't. But like I said, I'll go fix this, run a little bit there around the girdle to dome transition, and then I'll continue on with the polishing process, and probably bring you back there after we get off the 3000 wheel. And here we are, just doing the final touches on the 3000 wheel. Especially if I got a decent dome on it, I try to go crosswise over kind of where the theoretical high point is. The cab is really any too high up, but the way that it turned out. Diagonally. Just get a nice even polish on this last stage, and kind of even just rocking it straight back and rolling over the top. And then we did the corners and the girdle and the girdle and the Serium on this one, at least for now in this video. Hopefully you can, if you can't hear me over when the machine is running, you can hear me better now. I'm just drying it off with the chamois. Hopefully it doesn't leave too many pieces on it. The chamois are getting a little used. Didn't turn out too bad here. You can see the chalcedony polish that we got on it. Can't see those drastic transition lines that we saw earlier. No, I didn't do anything with the back, and might have to if this would be somehow an open back or something. I really like the dark reds and kind of the oranges to yellows that are in this material. Once again, this was some material that Ma had collected from Stony Creek. Kind of thought it fitting that the piece that broke when I sawed it was triangular, and it's one of Ma's favorite shapes, and it turned out good. So thanks for watching, and hopefully you got a little bit out of seeing me how I go about shaping and doing the initial cuts more on a cab. And if I didn't mention earlier, and part of the issues that I have is that I do have hand numbness and some nerve issues throughout, I guess we'll say, between my brain and my hands. And so sometimes I can't do all of the maneuvering that you see some people do when they're forming the domes and doing their cabs. Some days I can do it better than others, but sometimes it's a real struggle to get the hand-eye brain coordination working. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you later.